Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome to Phantom Liberty, the expansion for Cyberpunk 2077. More than 2 years in the making. They've finally worked all the, well, not all of the bugs. Although I never really encountered that many bugs on my first playthrough, back when this game was released anyway, despite the horrific problems that certain other people were having. But it's finally the game that it probably should have been on release. And that of course coincides with the 2.0 patch, which also includes the Phantom Liberty expansion. Now, in order to play the Phantom Liberty content, you will have to have progressed the main storyline in Cyberpunk 2077, up to and including the point where you deal with the Voodoo Boy gang in Pacifica. At that point, this will happen.
V, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, whoever you are.
Good, it worked. My name is Somi. Just call me Songbird. I know who you are, know your situation, your problem, and I can save your life.
Very funny. This is a prank. Not in the mood, if so.
It's anything but. You must have questions, and I'll answer them in due course, shortly. But first, I need you to get to that swollen appendix of Night City called Dogtown.
Dogtown? City within Night City. Know of clans who tried to establish footholds on the black market there. Never managed to stake any claims, hell. Some plane never made it back.
Their mistake. One you won't repeat.
Fine. No clue what I'm stepping into, but no risk, no reward.
Thank you. I appreciate this, truly. Dogtown's main gate. Be there as soon as you can. I'll make contact again then.
Huh. This is one elaborate haze. Or a fucking lifeline.
Now, remember, at this point in the game, you still think that you can fix the damaged relic chip in your head that's slowly killing you by overwriting your personality with that of long-dead revolutionary rocker Johnny Silverhand, played, of course, by Keanu Reeves. Of course, those of us who've actually played the game, and this isn't exactly much of a spoiler, the game's been out a couple of years now, but, well, you can't. The relic chip is going to do what the relic chip is going to do, and you are basically doomed. But at this point in the game, your character doesn't know that, and is willing to grasp at any straw that promises a chance of survival. So, off to Dogtown we go. Now, Dogtown is an area within Night City that's been created specifically for the Phantom Liberty expansion. Aside from this kind of intro, pretty much the entire expansion takes place inside Dogtown. Oh, and one quick word to anybody who might be thinking about coming back to play Phantom Liberty after having already completed the main storyline quest in Cyberpunk 2077. Start a new playthrough, because the expansion coincides with the release of patch 2.0, which basically changes the way everything works. It's like playing a different game. All of the skills have changed dramatically. If you jump straight back in after being away for a while, you won't have the faintest idea how to do anything. All of your skills will have been reset. So I highly recommend starting a fresh save, playing the main storyline through to the conclusion of the Voodoo Boys arc. It'll probably take you a day, and then get embarked on the Phantom Liberty expansion. Give yourself a chance to work out how all of the new skill systems work. Otherwise, you're going to be lost.
Out of my fucking way, now! No can do.
Right, so I'm trying to get into Dogtown, but there's some kind of traffic jam
I'm
on up ahead. What's going on
NCPD
here?
in pursuit of a suspect who just fled into Dogtown.
And I give zero shits. Back up to the city line, pork chops. This zone's outside your beat.
Come on, Sarah. No point, let's roll.
Fuck! She's getting away.
It's Dogtown. Let her go.
Listen to your partner. Talking a lot of sense.
You know what? Fuck your zone. Fuck your...
Our hands are tied. Don't let it get to you. Come on. Throw sifts on me.
Okay, so we've established that Dogtown is basically a no-go zone for the NCPD, and these guys run their own security. Still doesn't tell me how I'm getting in, because that traffic line isn't getting any shorter. These guys apparently are the bar guests. It's a reference to a mythical beast, a really, really nasty dog. I'm probably best not fuck with them. Okay, so the mission objective marker is up ahead. Clearly I'm on foot from here on. It is all... Oh, relic chips and I mean, aside from just overwriting your personality with Johnny Silverhands, it's also, you know, the chip's damaged.
What you got in the back?
And it keeps triggering these little seizures. What's going on over here?
Yeah, where else? They come empty, leave full.
No NCPD.
Nothing particularly interesting.
Rule 2. You need to dress it down too? Piss off!
Okay, I guess I'm not walking in through the front entrance. So I'm in some kind of search area. It's saying look for Songbird. Okay, I guess I'll look for Songbird. Songbird, of course, the hacker who contacted you that triggers this whole Phantom Liberty expansion. Oh, there's some of that holographic graffiti that you find in the main quest. It looks like they've added more for this expansion. So, oh, she's not back that way. There's definitely something freaky going on with my cyberware. I'm getting all these visual glitches. Keep looking, I suppose. Oh, something's happening. Oh yeah, this isn't good. This isn't good at all.
Fucking...
There's Johnny.
What the? It's like someone shoved my head in a place.
You're gonna be okay. Breathe deep. Count to 10. Recite a mantra. Whatever brings calm. Helps you stabilize. Your nervous system took a big hit. Broke down. Racing heart, cold sweat. It'll pass.
The fuck you doing? This a trap?
Exact opposite. It's a helping hand. I know about the bomb ticking in your head. If I could disarm it now, I would in a heartbeat. You'll feel better any second now.
V, something stinks here. Think she's fucking with the relic. How in the...
All true, Johnny. But don't you fret. We're both safe.
Nah, fuck
Both
off.
of us on the biochip protocol at once can trigger shocks for V, like you just saw now. Gotta cut you off.
What
For
the...
your safety, for V's safety. Had to mute him for now. He hears you fine, just can't talk back.
Starting to put two and two together. You gotta be a net runner. Damn good one at that.
Guilt is charged. Hopped on the Relic's cognitive protocol to dial in. I see and hear what you do. Just now, I'm on board Space Force One, sitting right across from Rosalind Myers, President of the new United States of America.
The president? Fuck. No. You're not joking.
Dead serious, yes. The plane's been hacked. Trajectory set for Night City. They'll bring us down to Dogtown soon. Our comms are down, most likely jammed. The relic was my only option.
And how does she know about the relic?
Right now, you're our one contact on the ground.
Heavy shit. Am I really your one contact?
You're my last and only hope. The President's life, her safety, that's your top priority. She'll survive the landing. Dogtown, not so sure. You'll need to get her out of the plane before anyone else does.
Said you could help me. That the plain truth?
Just got a taste of my abilities, I believe. There's more. I can cure you. Once and for all.
Why should I trust you? Gave me a seizure a second ago.
A side effect. I'm sorry. If it's any consolation, I will make it up to you. Consider this, an advance. Your relic's crowded with clusters of corrupted data. I'm dumping that, making room for stuff that'll actually be handy.
Such as...
Some pre-Militech combat stuff. It's just lying around, gathering dust.
Right, so a whole bunch of things. Songbird here is basically taken over from the role that Johnny Silverhand plays in the main game. I guess they couldn't afford Keanu Reeves for this expansion. Although they do have Idris Elba, although we haven't seen him yet.
Militech firmware. My. Solid soft.
Well, a cushy government gig like mine just comes with all kinds of perks. Now listen, what I gave you is the skeleton soft, but the firmware's fancy. It'll learn, grow with you. It'll improve if you feed it data. Combat analyses, logs of legendary ops. Shit that make the NCPD piss its boots. Look around Dogtown.
Gotta get there first.
Main entrance is a no-go. You don't have an entry pass, and I don't have time to produce a fake. You'll slip in the back way, quiet as you can. We really don't need anyone spotting you, scanning you.
Guess so. After you.
So, in case it wasn't completely obvious by now, Songbird isn't really here. She's basically hijacked my relic chip.
I'll be right beside you, as much as I can.
But there isn't enough space on the chip for both her and Johnny Silverhand, so Johnny's been put in silent mode for the duration of this expansion.
Garage. There, past the fence. See it? Smugglers used to use it. Now it's your turn. Try to sneak in. Maybe distract the guards. I don't know, something.
Right, so we're sneaking into Dogtown. Hopefully without being spotted. So it's a stealth section. Oh good, because we all know how good I am at that. Right, okay. I'm not gonna do anything hostile. But first I need to know where all the bad guys are, so I guess. I mean, it looks like we're going in through here. Okay, so we'll do that. And sneak through the other side. Oh, there's a guard right there. So, it would probably help if I could ping one of them, and that will reveal the location of everybody else on the same network. And that's not an attack, so it shouldn't trigger a response. Okay, there's a couple more over there. Of course, I could always just hack some nearby machinery and cause a distraction. I just can't see any nearby machine. Oh, hang on a minute, there's a dumpster there. Alright. As long as there's nobody else in line of sight. And then pick up the body. Well, loot the body first, of course. And stick it in the dumpster. Apparently nobody heard that. Okay. Quick word on my build, by the way. I've gone for a Netrunner build. It's the way I played the original game. I would like to know exactly how many guards are over there, though, so I'm going to ping this guy. Again, this is a... It shouldn't trigger any kind of response. And right, so there's 4 of them. Reveal the location of everybody else on the same network as that guy. So... And I'm trying to find things that I can actually hack and cause a distraction. Net running, by the way, in common with basically all of the other skills in Cyberpunk, has changed pretty drastically. Although there are a lot of things that are still pretty much exactly the same as they were in the Cyberpunk that everybody's played prior to 2.0, but there are new things as well. In particular, each basic skill tree tends to have certain particular weapons that are associated with it. I'll try and use that right as a distraction. You've probably noticed that I'm using a smart pistol. Smart weapons are the weapons associated with the Netrunner tree. Right. Don't look this way, don't look this way. We made it. Smart weapons are great if you're crap like me, because as the name would suggest, the projectiles home in on whatever you're locked onto. Although anyone with ballistic coprocessor installed can pick up and use a smart weapon, Netrunners get much better effects with them.
Great. Now we...
Oh, that's really annoying. Pressing the C key crouches, but pressing the C key also skips dialogue. So I wanted to stand up there.
You should be 1 level lower. Eyes peeled. Look for a way down.
So I pressed C, and it also skipped Songbird's dialogue.
Now, look for a maintenance room. Bet anything you'll find a power source inside.
Yeah, that's one rather annoying feature from the original game that made it intact into the expansion. So I'm in some kind of garage? My cyber optics aren't picking up much that's useful. Well, the objective marker's saying head this way. May as well pick up the loot.
Got an access point, but no power.
See if you can restore it. It's the only way it can be of any use to you.
Oh, that's something else that's changed. Clothing doesn't matter anymore. By which I mean, well, there used to be various different, and there still are various different grades of clothing. You know, common, rare, epic, legendary, but there are no statistics associated with the clothing, so there's absolutely no point in searching down and hunting all the legendary armor sets because they don't have any stats on them anymore. And clothing mods, they're also a thing of the past. You used to be able to, if you could find some clothing with mod slots, you could get some pretty strong bonuses by inserting clothing mods into them. Boost your armor, you know, all kinds of useful stuff. Well, clothing is now 100% completely cosmetic. It only changes the way you look. In a game where you play in first person and you don't actually see how you look. Somebody didn't think that one through, did they? It's another reason why you might want to start a fresh playthrough to enjoy Phantom Liberty. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons why you might want to start a fresh playthrough. One, get used to the new skill system. You know, a bit at a time by starting from scratch. Reason number two, just to make sure everything works properly, because while you can start playing Phantom Liberty from an existing save game, particularly if you have any mods installed, and I don't play with mods, I play from a clean install, so it shouldn't be any problem, but it kind of might. It's always just safer to start from a fresh save. And three, all those legendary clothing sets that you spent so much time accumulating don't matter anymore.
Turn something on.
Nice, V. Exactly what we...
Oh, did it again. As soon as I crouched to get under the obstruction, it cut off her dialogue. Oh, that is such... I mean, I'm not going to call it a bug, because it's working exactly as intended, but it's a really annoying feature.
Okay, we're up.
Perfect. Bridging systems now. Ancient... No, proto-ancient protocols. Largely corrupted data. Give me a sec. Need to ping one of our sats. Let's see which active Dogtown network links to this infrastructure. And putting in a back door. Ready to roll. Hop on the platform. I'll guide you to the garage from there.
Hang on. Okay. Relic hack first. Then you slap the muzzle on Johnny. Then you bring some pile of scrap metal back to life. Serious trickery all. Who taught you?
I'm an NUS intelligence analyst. Trained under the best peeps in the biz. And they took me on because around age 13, I got the local Ripper to sell me a beatable deck. Barely left in it since. I got noticed. The rest is history.
Got a feeling story's incomplete. Likely longer. More twisted.
Might be.
Quick word about Songbird, by the way. I don't trust her one bit.
Apologize up front for the query, but I gotta ask. Konpeki Plaza heist. Why?
Had a friend. We worked together. Gig was important to him. And he
was important to you. He didn't make it.
He did not.
Aside from the fact that she's claiming that she can fix the relic chip, which I know for a fact she can't, because I've already played Cyberpunk 2077 and I know that what the relic chip is doing is 100% uncurable. But also, if you've watched any of the promotional videos prior to the release of this expansion, She betrayed Idris Elba. The two of them were part of a team. He was the boots on the ground, she was his net runner. And she set him up. And it looked like he was killed. So no, I don't trust the one that did.
What the?
Oh shit.
You alive?
Think so.
All of which begs the question, because I mean, I know Idris Elba's in this, I just don't know what form he's going to take. And if what we saw happening in the promotional videos for Phantom Liberty is true, and he was set up by Songbird and killed, does that mean we're going to encounter him on a relic chip somewhere? In the same way that, you know, Johnny Silverhand exists? Obviously I don't know, and maybe I'm just getting a bit too far ahead of myself at this point. I'm sure all will be revealed in due course. Also, since we are here to rescue the President of the new United States of America, it might be worth having a quick word about the political landscape in Cyberpunk 2.
You need to hang tight for a sec. By the way, must have gotten old by now. Hauling a faded rocker boy around strikes me as tiring.
Heard about a chum had a blade stuck in his faceplate come the end of a gig. Kept it. Said it gave him character. Moral of the story, peeps get used to all sorts of shit.
Not everything, though. And not all of them.
So, the quick version, I suppose, is that President Rosalind Myers is not the President of the United States of America. She's the President of the new United States of America, which has lost, amongst other things, Texas, which is now its own republic. The Northwest Pacific Coast states are their own confederation. A lot of the other states, like North and South Carolina, by the way, which are now two separate states, with Night City in the middle, they're only kind of loosely part of the new United States of America. And there are also lots of independent cities, Night City itself being probably the best example. All of which means that as a resident of Night City, President Rosalind ain't my president. Plus I'm playing as a nomad, and the nomad clans owe allegiance to nobody. So it's complicated. I mean, we're here to rescue the president, but she ain't my president.
Fuck me.
V, President Myers wishes you the best of luck.
How's she doing?
Awful nice of you to ask. I laid out the details of our plan. Typical Rosalind. Keep me apprised, she says calmly. Just sitting there, sipping her gin, looking through her agenda, postponing meets. Woman's unshakable. Bright as the city-side metro, huh? Reminds me of when I was starting out. I'd look for places like this. Set up a power bypass, jack in, essentially steal my way onto the net. Grab the riskiest gigs I could find, learning as I went. The hard way, usually. But sometimes, a few times, I really pulled off coups.
Anything I'd find on BBS gossip feeds?
Biotechnica in 63 or 4. Fermentation facility in Oregon, off the grid hack. Sound familiar?
No shit, that was you? Only the best reach that high. Talking Spider Murphy, Bart Moss, Songbird. Nah, Nick's not setting off buzzers.
If I'd wanted fame, I'd have gone rocker chick.
Casually name-dropping some of the most legendary hackers in Cyberpunk history there. Bart Moss was the guy who crashed the internet. And it never recovered. There's no global internet in Cyberpunk, by the way. Every state and city and corporation, for that matter, basically has its own secure network. Firewalled off from what used to be the internet, because when Bart Moss brought the internet down, he didn't just crash the internet, he also released all of the AIs. And most of them weren't happy. And they've been prowling the old internet, consuming bits of code and getting stronger and stronger for the best part of half a century. And that shit is dangerous. Nobody with the slightest lick of common sense goes out into the old internet. No matter how shit-hot a hacker you think you are. Actually, that was the whole plan of the Voodoo Boys, by the way. And, well, spoiler, they came to a sticky end. but anybody with any sense stays behind the firewalls, because the stuff that's out there in the old internet is dangerous and hungry.
Elevator. Hop in. I'll do the rest. You'll be in Dogtown in a minute. Try to steer clear of Hansen's goons.
Speaking of Kurt Hansen, what else do you know about him?
Hansen was an officer. Militech. Tail end of the Unification War, his unit was tasked with taking Night City. They managed to secure a foothold in the southmost pocket and stuck around. Refused to demobilize, lay down their weapons, abandoned Dogtown instead.
Traded one conflict for another, basically.
Hot or cold, no better way to make a buck than war.
Another little piece of cyberpunk history there. During the Unification War, the new USA tried to, well, unify the old USA. That included independent cities like Night City, which for years had been treading a delicate balancing act between the two hostile states of North and South California, which it sat in the middle of.
Up the stairs, through storage. You should pop into the market.
The government sent a division of Militech troops in to take over Night City, including Hansen, the guy that we just talked about. And Night City was only saved from being forcibly reintegrated into the USA by the intervention of the Arasaka Corporation, who parked an aircraft carrier in the bay and said, "Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough."
Get your ammo, assault rifles, technical gear. Too tame? Scare what we got in the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dogtown. Now, if you're starting to get some very strong Escape from New York vibes here, first of all, congratulations on surviving this long and being old enough to actually remember Escape from New York. But you're going to find in the next episode that President Rosalind Myers isn't quite the passive passenger that Donald Pleasance's president was in that movie. All of that coming up in the next roller coaster of an episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.